Hi. It's so good to have you here. My question is, how are you going to sleep today?
Well, I flew in from California yesterday. I had an overnight flight, so I left Wednesday, arrived Thursday, and here Friday. So jet lag, even though you know something about sleep, doesn't mean I have a cure for jet lag. I can, however, minimize its impact. So last night, according to my Oura Ring, I think I got about 7 hours of sleep in total, which is usually less. I usually get about 8 hours. So it's not quite optimal, but I got a lot of deep sleep, which certainly helped me. So I'm hoping tonight will be a little bit better, and the more nights I'm here, the better it will become.
What are the best key components in having a great sleep when we wake up? What's the best thing to do in the morning?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I would say that in the morning, if you're trying to make yourself alert, firstly, sleep should leave you naturally refreshed and alert in the morning. If you need coffee or caffeine before midday to feel like you're awake, I'm going to suggest that you're self-medicating your state of sleep deprivation. So just be mindful, but there are things that you can do, and I do these too personally. So I will usually try to exercise sometime in the morning. I usually exercise first thing. The second is that I make sure that I get at least 30 minutes of natural daylight. Even on a cloudy day, light is very powerful. So exercise, daylight, and then I would also say just making sure that your mental health is good. So even if it means that in the morning you sit and you write down a journal or you meditate, whatever it is, clear out some of that concern and it will relieve you of that burden, which will make your day better.
We're here at a festival and we know that the sleep regime is quite not the best here. Do you have any suggestions how to deal with that? Should we just forget everything and get back to normal, or should we just keep some important things when we are at a festival and trying to get good sleep?
So I would say, it's neither or the other. It's a mixture of both. Firstly, do make sure that you're getting some degree of sleep, because I'll guarantee you that how good you feel each one of these days will only be improved by getting enough sleep. And second, the memories that you have of this event, which in some ways are equally as precious as the experience, you won't be remembering them as well if you're not sleeping well. With that said, however, I don't want to be puritanical. I shouldn't tell anyone how to live their life. I'm just a scientist. And this festival is absolutely amazing. And no one wants to be the healthiest person in the graveyard. No one wants to live until they're 123, but have had a miserable life. I don't want to do that. In the end, life is to be lived. Don't get too stressed about it. If it's a couple of days where you just say, for the rest of the year or for most of the time, I'm pretty good, I'm healthy, I eat healthy, I exercise, I keep my mental health good, and I sleep enough, then a couple of days at a festival so that you really feel as though you had a great experience. Don't listen to people like me at that stage. Don't worry. Everything in moderation, but just have an amazing time.
Last but not least, if your favorite and the best sleep you've ever had or are you having should have a color, what would it be?
Chartreuse. Which is this incredible color of green.
And why?
Because I think it's so unusual, and sleep is just bizarre. When you think about what sleep is, it's completely idiotic from an evolutionary perspective. It's so unique and strange. And chartreuse is a very unusual, strange color. And secondly, at times when we dream, sleep can be totally bizarre and hallucinogenic. And, you can almost get psychotic. You can have hallucinations, delusions, you believe things that are not true, and then you wake up and you forget it all. And I think chartreuse has this kind of slightly psychedelic color nature to it. So I think I would say chartreuse.
Thank you very much for your tips and sharing your thoughts, and have a great festival.
Thank you so much, Anna. Take care.